Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sheet Quills. It's so wonderful to see all you sheet quillers here. Tonight, I have something special prepared for you. And first, I'd like to share this to you with my heart in a cup of tea from Charlie to all of you. Thank you for being here. And tonight is about a lady named Mother Shipton. I don't know if you've ever heard of her before. There's lots you can find about her online. I've heard bits and pieces of her poem read by a few people before. She has quite the history, and I'd like to share some of it with you. Intrigue your mind and spark your heart. So she was born in 1488 in Knaresborough, England. She was known to be a seer and a prophetess, and sometimes as a witch. And although she predicted that the end of the world shall come in the year 1881, and it didn't, I'm sure a lot of things in 1881 felt like the end of the year world was kind of coming to the end. But she is known for predicting many odd things, like the invention of iron ships, the Great Fire of England, the English Civil War, the defeat of the Spanish Armada. You'll hear about like global conflicts, flying ships, supernatural coincidences. In the brackets, when I read the poem, you'll see certain things that sound a little bit like they could be interpreted in terms of modern things. So I won't be saying them, but as we go through, if you happen to be reading along, you can look in the brackets and see how it might interpret into modern day things. So anyways, there is this pool apparently that's kind of supernatural or intriguing anyways, and tourists go there by Sir Charles Slingsby, and it's known as a special pool that petrifies objects. But they explain it away, of course. Science, all these science people. Of course, it's nothing special. It just makes porous things hard. So, yeah. Petrifies. So anyways, let's read this intriguing poem. It's very long, and I hope you stick around and enjoy it. And I'll try to add a little bit of flair and not make it so boring, because you can get lost in some of the language of the past. But use your mind, expand your heart, take a deep breath with me, and we'll hear what the prophet has to say. I am now an uncouth rhyme of what shall come in future time. Then upside down the world shall be, and gold found at the root of tree. All England's sons that plough the land shall oft be seen that with book in hand. The poor shall now great wisdom know, the great houses stand in far-flung vale, all covered o'er with snow and hail. A carriage without horse will go, disaster fill the world with woe. In London Primrose Hill shall be, in centre hold a bishop's see. Around the world men's thoughts will fly, as quick as the twinkling of an eye. And water shall great wonder do, how strange, and yet it shall come true. Through towering hills proud men shall ride, nor horse or donkey move by his side. Beneath the water men shall walk, shall ride, shall sleep, shall even talk. And in the air men shall be seen, in black and white and even green. A great man then shall come and go, for prophecy declares it so. In water iron then shall float, as easy as a wooden boat. Gold shall be seen in stream and stone, in land that is yet unknown. And England shall admit a Jew. You think this strange, and yet it is true. The Jew that once was held in scorn shall of a Christian then be born. A house of glass shall come to pass in England, but alas, alas, a war will follow with the work, where dwells the pagan and the Turk. These states will lock in fiercest strife, and seek to take each other's life, when north shall thus divide the south, and eagles build in lions' mouths. Then tax and blood and cruel war shall come to every humble door. 3 times shall lovely sunny France be led to play a bloody dance, before the people shall be free. 3 tyrant rulers shall she see. 3 rulers in succession be, each springs from different dynasties. Then when the fiercest strife is done, England and France shall be as one. The British olive shall next then twine in marriage with the German vine. Men walk beneath and over streams, fulfilled shall be their wondrous dreams. How about a lovely little sip of tea with Tarly? And let's continue with my favorite number of all, 13. For in those wondrous far-off days the women shall adopt a craze to dress like men and trousers wear, and to cut off their locks of hair. They'll ride astride with brazen brow, as witches do on broomsticks now. And roaring monsters with man atop, to seem to eat the verdant crop. And men shall fly as birds do now, and give away the horse and plow. There'll be a sign for all to see, be sure that it will certain be. Then love shall die and marriage cease, and nations wane as babes decrease. And wives shall fondle cats and dogs, and men live much the same as hogs. In 1926, build houses light of straw and sticks, for then shall mighty wars be planned, and fire and sword shall sweep the land. When pictures seem alive with movements free, when boats like fishes swim beneath the sea, when men like birds shall scour the sky, then half the world, deep drenched in blood, shall die. For those who lived the century through, in fear and trembling this shall do, flee to the mountains and the dens, to bog and forest and wild fens. For storms will rage and oceans roar, when Gabriel stands on sea and shore. And as he blows his wondrous horn, old worlds die and new be born. A fiery dragon will cross the sky 6 times before the earth shall die. Mankind will tremble and frightened be for the 6 heralds in this prophecy. For 7 days and 7 nights man will watch this awesome sight. The tides will rise beyond their ken to bite away the shores, and then the mountains will begin to roar, an earthquake split the plain to shore. And flooding waters rushing in will flood the lands with such a din that mankind cowers in muddy den and snarls about his fellow men. He bares his teeth and fights and kills, and secrets food in secret hills. And ugly in his fear he lies to kill marauders, thieves, and spies. Man flees in terror from the floods, and kills and rapes and lies in blood. And spilling blood by mankind's hands will stain and bitter many lands. And when the dragon's tail is gone, man forgets and smiles and carries on to apply himself. Too late, for mankind earned deserved fate. His masked smile, his false grandeur, will serve the gods their angry stir, and they will send the dragon back to light the sky. His tail will crack, and man shall flee, king, lord, and serf. But slowly they are routed out who seek diminishing water spout, and men will die of thirst before the oceans rise to mount the shore. And lands will crack and rend anew. You think it's strange, it will come true. And in some far off distant land, some men, oh such a tiny band, will have to leave their solid mount and span the earth, those few to count. Who survives this, and then begin the human race again. And then those begin the human race again. But not on land already there, but on ocean beds stark, dry, and bare. Not every soul on earth will die as the dragon's tail goes sweeping by. Not every land on earth will sink, but these will wallow in stench and stink of rotting bodies of beast and man, of vegetation crisped on land. But the land that rises from the sea will be dry and clean and soft and free of mankind's dirt, and therefore be the source of man's new dynasty. And those that live will ever fear the dragon's tail for many years. But time erases memory. You think it's strange, yet it will be. And before the race is built anew, a silver serpent comes to view, and spew at men of like unknown, to mingle with the earth now grown cold from its heat. And these men can enlighten the minds of future man, to intermingle and show them how to live and love, and thus endow the children with the second sight, a natural thing, so that they might go graceful, humble, and when they do, the golden age will start anew. The dragon's tail is but a sign for mankind's fall and man's decline. And before this prophecy is done, I shall be burned at the stake at one, my body singed and my soul set free. You think this is utter blasphemy. You're wrong. These things have come to me. This prophecy will not come for we. Love Mother Shiptons. Second Sky Dragon. End of the world as we know it. Prophecy. Read for you, especially. Love y'all. Darling. And she quills. 13. Namaste. Until next time.